Hello students, KTHM College, Department of Political Science. Myself Chandan Shive Vasudha welcome you all again for the subject Introduction to Constitution. Now in this lecture we are going to learn about justice, in that the three dimensions: social justice, economical justice and political justice. And after that the second term we will learn, that is liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. So we have already seen the first unit and its subtopics. In that we are going to learn justice and liberty in this lecture. So in our constitution, the first page, the introductory part of constitution is preamble, which consists of the ingredients like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. So now we will see what is the meaning of justice. So justice stands for rule of law, absence of arbitrariness, and a system of equal rights, freedoms and opportunities for all in a society. India seeks social, economic and political justice to ensure equality to its citizens. So the term justice in the preamble contain the three distinction form, that is social, economic and political, secured through various provisions of fundamental rights and directive principles. So these three dimensions we will see in the detailed manner in the next slides. So first of all we will see the justice in social dimensions. So social justice denotes the equal treatment of all citizens without any social distinctions based on caste, color, race, gender, religion and so on. It means absence of privilege being extended to any particular sections of society and improved in the condition of backward classes such as SCs, STs and OBCs and women and children. So the social justice means that the constitution wants to create a society without discrimination on any grounds like caste, creed, gender, religion and etc. so on, where the people have equal social status by helping the less privileged people. After that the constitution tries to eliminate all the exploitation which harms equality in society. So the next one is justice in economical dimension. So economic justice denotes the non-discrimination between people on the basis of economic factors. It involves the elimination of glaring inequalities in wealth, economic and property. A combination of social justice and economic justice denote what is known as a distributive justice. The both is known as a distributive justice. So economic justice means no discrimination can be caused by people on basis of their wealth, income and economic status. It means wealth must be distributed on the basis of their work, not with any other reason, and every person must be paid equally for an equal position and all people must get opportunity to earn for that. So the next dimension of the justice is political. So political justice implies that all citizens should have equal political rights, equal access to all political offices and equal voice in the government. So political justice means all the people have an equal, free and fair right without any discrimination to participate in political opportunities. It means everyone has equal rights to access political office and have equal participation in process of the government. So now we will see the importance of justice in social, economic and political manner. So justice is important as it restores a sense of equal citizenship and humanity, force acknowledgement to the suffering and prevent recurrency. To work in order, to maintain the orderance in the society in a economical and political status. And it is also important to achieving social, political and economic justice as its goal. So this is the importance of justice. So now we'll switch on to the next topic, that is liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. So the meaning of liberty is, the term liberty means the absence of restraints on the activity of individual, and at the same time providing opportunity for the development of individual personalities. So the preamble secures to all the citizens of India liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship through their fundamental rights enforceable in court of law in case of violence. So, liberty, as elaborated in the preamble, is very essential for the successful functioning of the Indian democratic system. However, the liberty does not mean license to do what one's like, and has to be enjoyed within the limitation mentioned in the Constitution itself. In brief, the liberty convinced by the preamble of fundamental rights is no absolute but qualified. The ideals of liberty, equality and fraternity in our preamble has been taken from the French Revolution from 1879 to 1799. So we will see some objectives of liberty. So the first one is, the idea of liberty refers to the freedom on the activities of Indian nationals. It established that there are no unreasonable restrictions on Indian citizens in terms of what they think, their manner of expressions, and the way they wish to follow up their thoughts. So this is all about justice, social, economic, and political, and about the liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. So thank you all of you.